find that little bit of hope when your back's against the wall. Oh my gosh, I've got makeup all over me. Who else wishes they were still a kid and could have dirt all over their face? Like, do people really get... What state I live in? Why? Why? Why does it matter? Oh, I live in the South. I think there's like this weird thing going on that somebody just painted my eyebrows. That is not what my eyebrows look like. I'm not even lying to you. I swear to you, that is not what my eyebrows look like. That is fucking weird. Like, super weird. That is not... It looks like I did my eyebrows. Have you ever seen a girl that does her eyebrows? You'd be like, one's down here and one's up here. I did not do my eyebrows. That is super duper weird. Does anybody else see that? But sure enough. I can't start eating until I do this. I can't even tell if all the dirt is makeup. I can't even tell if it's all off. So anyways, everyone should start their dinner with this. If you were gonna come up with like a Disney movie, like what would you do? And I do have a problem with how shitty Apple's fucking webcam is. It's like ancient. It's like very frustrating. But if you were to do like a movie or whatever, what would you do it? And it's like, this is what I believe. So this is the movie I would make, like a Disney-esque movie. But I would do it to where like everyone knows a human is the most endangered species in the entire existence of beings. The human life happens one time. There is a fucking soul in there. Learning is paramount, whatever you want to say. So it's like, boom, someone's gonna do a movie about that. Damn, no one's ever done that before. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do a movie about that. So it's like, I'm gonna do it to where it's like the human is magical. Then I mean, obviously, right? Like if you just heard me explain like how endangered the human is, it's like obviously magical. Then right? You have one of these species on an entire planet, like the human, it's not a rodent, you know what I mean? Like obviously it's magical in a sense, it's insane. So that's like how it starts out though. Like that's it. Like like a lot of people I think like Avatar because of that. Like, oh my god, like look at this species or whatever. And it's like, no, like as a human, that's what it is. Like it was born, you were born into this. Like it's you're magical, whatever it is. And then like it doesn't just like happen. You don't just like win the lottery and it happens. Like you were born, you're magical. But then obviously the evil force wants to take your magic away. And a lot of the battle, the only battle the human has throughout the movie or whatever is like, am I magical? And it's just really about believing that like obviously you are. It's just that there's a huge, and like every Disney movie has an evil force. It's just that the evil force, one, doesn't want you to see it, knows that you are, and wants to take it away from you. And it's like obviously since it's kind of for kids or adult teens, it's like probably could get a lot more complicated. Like the one viewer that's watching right now probably already can tell that there's a lot of other probably complicated things that are going on, but it's like that's what I think. Oh my god, what's up? That's literally like, because like why would you give up on everything? And then obviously the evil force, like I think that one huge fighting thing to evil right now is that like evil doesn't want like Disney or whatever, because it's like evil wants to be the only voice, the only rational voice. You are not magical, but hand me, like I'm gonna be taking it from you. But it's like, think about it, like if it was only the evil Disney, if it was the only, if the only voice in a Disney movie was the evil force, that's not true. But in this movie, it kind of, I think, really hones in on that, where it's like that battle, it's like the evil force wants to be the only voice. There's really, it's hard to even, there be another voice, even a neutral voice. And I think that's super frustrating. It's like the evil force, even in a Disney movie, it's not the only voice, you know? Like, oh my god. But, and so I think one highlight of my movie would be like, as a magical thing that, you know, is just within you, it's kind of like you can do magical things in a sense. Like, not evil things, but like they say, like, oh, video games. Like, if you watch video games, you're gonna go shoot people. It's like, well, For some reason, I never even played video games, but you know, like all so much stuff happens, and the way a human's mind works is kind of magical. Like you have to use magic in a sense. Like the only time that you're ever gonna be injured from the evil force is when you just stop using your magic because you believe the evil force saying that you don't have it, that you're not magical. I think that's a good movie. I don't know. Does that sound like Harry Potter to you? I don't think so. Wasn't Harry Potter like fucking satanic? Like wasn't there problems with Harry Potter for being like satanic? It's only that you say it's a Disney movie because that's all there really is for young kids. And like people lose that sight though, like at 15, they lose that shit. Like they don't want to watch no thing about a human being magical. What the fuck? How they're magical and there's an evil force or whatever. Like, what about Matilda? They made Matilda. What about Matilda? Did you guys watch Matilda? I had to watch that fucking shit so many times. What about the kindergarten teacher? Shit's fucking funny. Like you actually have to start using magic more and more and more when the evil force is present or whatever. Like you could just sit there. Like the only other option is to have a schizophrenic meltdown, which that would be faking too. Like that's magic too, in a sense, I guess. But that's like, I'm not saying I'm the best at it. Cause like, cause you can't really say like spiritual skills. Like spiritual skills could be like magic. The only way I can think to say it is like magic in this like spirit finger type of a sense. Like, I'm using my magic. Like And then you have like so many. That reminds me too. There's like so many adults that would say that like in such a dry, sarcastic way, like I'm using my magic, like to say that there nothing like that ever exists. Or you could actually have someone that's like, I'm using my magic, like it's actually a thing. Then you have another type of person that's like, I'm using my magic right now, like there's no such thing. Like saying like you don't want to believe in that. You don't need to believe that there is. It's like, yeah, you should. You should believe that shit. How else are you gonna fight the evil force? You know what I mean? That's like the whole point. Like, how else are you gonna fight the evil force that it's the evil? Are you doing that? It's so funny. It really is. I'm that mountain in the sky. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. Like some people, like for instance, get so the same thing could happen to somebody. The same thing could happen to everybody, and depending on how they use their magic, it's going to be a different effect for them. Like for me, like I don't like sitting. I don't like sitting my ass on a toilet seat, and I think bathrooms and stuff like they'll have those like plastic paper wraps that you can like put on the toilet seat. And like, how many people you think really use that shit? Because like, my ass still feels the toilet seat on that. Like, what is that even doing? Like, not everyone's like that. Not everyone gets so fucking grossed out. So like, I don't really want to wear other people's clothes and shit like that. So a lot of people would be like, "Well, you had to wear homeless clothes and shit like that," and it's like, and how did you get out of that situation? So it's like because it grossed me out. Like, like a lot of people that would get out of the situation, they'd say like, because it was unethical or because I'm a hard worker and I realized I had to like move forward in my life. But for me, it's like I didn't even think like that. Like I was fucking grossed out. And other people like, just didn't even don't even care. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. I'm that mountain in the sand. This is how I feel when I am connecting with R. Kelly's spirit. Like a funny thing to hear about the human, like the smart people that know about this movie, is like when I talk about how like because the evil force is always there, so you never really know what's real or what's going on. But R. Kelly's like one of my favorite, like whatever, like artist or whatever, and I was like watching him or whatever, and he was like sticking out his tongue and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, is he like a fucking pervert? Is what they're saying about him true? He kept doing that. I'm that mountain peak in the sky. They made it. They'll probably cancel my video for watching it. I am a mountain. I am a tall tree. Oh. I am a sweeping the country. I am a river down in the valley. Oh. I am a yeah, 'cause I can see clearly. Maybe I need to watch a movie. It's a Sunday. God bless all of you. Listen to whatever. Asked if I was doing shit that would make my magic disappear. Bye.